Hi, it's Danielle from the blog warmatime.com, where I help you design a home full of vintage charm. And in today's video, I wanted to share with you a little thrift haul of vintage decor items that I've picked up recently, and then share with you how I display them in my home. Stay tuned to the end of the video because I do have a little mini giveaway that I want to give out to my wonderful subscribers. I really appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel and enjoying my content. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the haul. Alright, so I first went to a church yard sale a couple days ago, and they had their annual yard sale, and the money that they raised from the yard sale does go to their youth group ministry, and so I like to go and support. Plus I just love yard sales, so it's a win-win for me. But this year was an amazing year because I found a couple pieces of ironstone. If you're new here on my channel, I absolutely love collecting ironstone. I've been collecting them for several years, and I want to eventually fill up a hutch that I have in my dining room with lots of beautiful ironstone pieces. Anytime I see vintage ironstone at an affordable price, I usually go ahead and pick those up. This is the first ironstone piece that I picked up. This is like a vintage casserole or soup tureen. I'm not sure. It's missing the lid here on the top. As you can see, it probably would have had a lid. It doesn't have any maker's mark on the bottom, but I can just tell it's ironstone just due to the weight and the color and everything of it. It also has some really cute little handles with like a little knobby feature and some leaf details there. I just love that so much. Just that little added detail. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird about ironstone, but I just think that that is so cute. I think this would make an amazing planter for some bulbs or tulips, lilacs, some kind of spring flower. I think this would make an amazing centerpiece. So I went ahead and picked it up just for that purpose, and I'll have to share with you guys what that looks like when I get it all planted up. Okay, the next item I'm really excited about is another ironstone creamer. This one is really beautiful. I love the crazing on it, the browning on it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Can you see that? I'm not sure if you can see the crazing there, but I love the shape of it. The little knobby on the top, super cute. And I love this one. It's kind of a smaller creamer. I've actually been looking for the smaller ones because I find the larger ones a lot, and the little medium to small ones for some reason are just a little bit harder for me to find. So this was amazing to find this. I paid $2 for this one, and I think I forgot to say, but I paid $4 for this one. Okay, so next, that was all at the church yard sale that I got. At the estate sale, I picked up two items that I wanted to share with you. I went to an estate sale recently. I just saw it on Facebook, and I drove over there and checked it out for a little bit. It was the last day of the sale, so there wasn't like a ton there to choose from, but I did find two really cool pieces that I wanted to share with you. And this one is the first item. This is a antique grain scoop. It has some lovely aging here on the metal part, and the wood is just super old looking. If you can see that, it's just really cool, full of age and character. I love it a lot. Anytime I see aged galvanized metal and a rustic wood that looks worn down over time, I just love that combination, and so that's why I picked it up. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I think for now I'm probably going to use this as my shovel to plant certain plants, just because I don't have a shovel, and I think this would be a cute one. But you could also use this as just a decor on like an open shelf or something. It would look really cute as well. I saw some people where they've put fake flowers kind of spilling out the inside. That's pretty as well. But I don't know how I'll use it, but I just saw it for $3. It was worth picking up. The next item that I found were these vintage clothespins. I found this huge bag of vintage clothespins. They were $2.50, and I really love them. I think they're really cool. I'm working on a laundry makeover, and by working on I mean like in 5 years when we get time to get to it. We're gonna be redoing our laundry room. Just kidding, not 5 years, but it'll be a while. But whenever we get to it, we need to actually build some open shelving above our washer and dryer units because we just need a place to put, laundry detergent and those kind of items. So I'm going to try my best to make sure that the open shelving is also beautiful as well as totally functional and practical. But I thought that these vintage clothespins would look beautiful in a clear jar, like a mason jar or a larger clear canister, just filled up and just put on a shelf. I think that it would add a ton of texture. There is mostly clothespins that are vintage looking like these. I think they're really pretty. Mostly these styles, but there's actually a couple in here that look even older. And you guys might have to let me know in the comments. I'm not that familiar with it, but these ones look even older to me. They might even be like hand carved because this one is pretty perfect, but not all of them are. But anyways, there's just a mixture of these two combinations. But it's a lot, and they were really cheap, $2.50. I've seen them at antique stores, of course, in like little bundles, and they'll be like $5 for like 10 of them, maybe. So I thought that's a really good price, and for now, I'll just stick them somewhere in a closet or something until we can get around to our laundry makeover. But I think this will be amazing in a jar, just really add a lot of texture and warmth to the space. All right, so next I want to share with you what I picked up at another estate sale, yard sale. This was like a merge situation. This one, they just had items out on their yard, and there was really no prices on anything, so you had to kind of constantly go up to the guy and ask him how much things were. So the items that I'm about to show you were all grouped together, and I paid $10 for all of them. So I don't know what they would be individually, but they were a couple dollars for all these items. Okay, so the first thing that I found were these two vintage rolling pins. I thought they were really cute. I loved the handles on this one, and this one has sort of like a nubby handle. I really love using vintage rolling pins in my decor, just on an open shelf. They look beautiful in a crock. So I don't know that I'll actually use them anytime soon, but I will keep them on hand for when we kind of start to decorate the kitchen as we finish up renovations on it. So I think this would be beautiful in a crock. I'll probably have an open shelf in my kitchen that I can use to display these. I can also maybe drill a little hole and have them hanging somewhere. They think they would look cute in my pantry. I'll probably put a crock in there with a couple of these. So that's why I got them. All right, the next item that we got at that estate sale, yard sale, is this little painting. So I found this and I thought it was interesting. I've never seen a really small painting like this before, and it's such a unique shape, and it's also like signed by the artist that painted it, which is really cool. It's really teeny, if you can see that there. I've never seen a authentic artwork in such a small frame like this. It's really unique, and that's why I picked it up personally. I just thought it was really pretty. It was only a couple dollars, and anytime I can find like original art for just a couple bucks that I actually really like, I just go ahead and pick it up. I think it would make it for an excellent shape for a gallery wall. A lot of times with gallery walls, you want to get irregular shapes, just kind of mix it up. And so this one would be wonderful because it is kind of a unique shape. And the last thing that I picked up from that estate sale, yard sale, was this wooden spoon display. So it's a set of these 3 wooden spoons that hang on this little display rack. The spoons themselves have tons of wear and character to them. And you can tell the wood is super aged and weathered. It's got tons of character. So there's 2 spoons, and then this is sort of like a scraper. And they had this little hook, and I thought that was so cute. So I thought this would be really cool to hang on like a skinny wall in my kitchen. It would add a ton of character in the space. So that's definitely where I'm going to put this. And we might move it around later on, but for now, I think it would be really cute in there, and I'll have to show you what that looks like in a little bit. The next item I picked up from a thrift store, and that is a large vintage basket. So if you saw, I think it was a couple hauls ago by now, I picked up another basket, and it was more oval shaped, sort of like the bread basket that I was telling you about. It had really thick trim and everything. Well, I found another one in that same style, but this one is a big round circle basket, and I loved it. As soon as I saw it at Goodwill, I scooped it up. It was $2.99, and I thought that was a great price. I think that this is going to be the perfect coffee table basket just to put like a little decor item, but then also like remotes and that kind of thing, because if I don't have some kind of container for the remotes, they get thrown all over the place. I thought it was really pretty. And for $2.99, I think it's going to look great on our coffee table. And that's probably how I'm going to use it for now. But eventually I could hang it up on the wall. And, you know, if I need to use it, I could just take it down, use it, and put it back up. But the last item that I wanted to share with you from the thrift store was this beautiful antique mirror. So I put it out into the world a couple videos back now that I was looking for an antique ornate gold mirror for the top of our fireplace. And I found one. I'm super excited. This was $35. It does have a little spot that it's missing some of the trim, but I could easily fix that with a technique that I do. I actually did it on a buffet. I'll link that video down below where I can repair appliques like that. I don't know that I will on this particular mirror just because it's just not really that noticeable to me that it was broken. It actually didn't occur to me. I sent it to a picture to my husband and my mom just to get opinions on it, and nobody else noticed it either. But it's very common that these antique mirrors like this, especially with a wood frame, are going to have chips and breaks just because the wood is just so old. It's just a little bit more fragile. So it's pretty common that these usually will have some damage. But I'm okay with that. I think that it gives a more worn and gives a little bit more character to the piece. I wasn't sure about the size. I really just had to take a gamble on it. I actually saw it at the thrift store, debated about it, texted my mom, texted my husband, you know, should we get it, should we not? And I drove off without it. I got down the road about 3 minutes. I was like, no, I'm going back. I'm getting the mirror. It might not work, but I'm getting it, because it's not every day that you see such an old antique mirror at the thrift store for such an amazing price. It was marked at $35. I asked her if she would consider doing a little bit less just because it did have a damaged spot, and she did. She let me have it for $25, and I thought that was amazing. At antique stores, this would for sure be $75 to $100, so I was happy with it. And sure enough, when I got it home, the size is absolutely perfect. It looks really great above our fireplace, and I think that it was well worth the money that we spent. I absolutely love it. We could also still do some layering, but I think that it's big enough that we could just leave it as is, especially when we add other decor items. I really love it a lot. I've actually been noticing it from the kitchen and the dining room. When I look in the living room, it's just so beautiful. I love seeing this up there, and it really upscaled the fireplace and just gave it that extra factor that it needed. And so I'm really excited about this. I think it's amazing that I found one at such an affordable price. I've looked for a really long time and I've never found one, and sure enough, it's a great price and it's the perfect size. So I just really lucked out with this one. Okay, so now for the giveaway item. I was at that church yard sale and I found another piece of ironstone, and this is the item that I would like to do the giveaway for. This is a antique ironstone pitcher, and when I saw this at the church yard sale, I scooped it up so fast. I thought it was beautiful, and it was also $3. Really affordable piece of ironstone. I checked the bottom label just to make sure it was ironstone, and it was. It's stamped with a very popular ironstone brand, and it also said Princess Pink on the bottom, and it didn't occur to me because I was just so excited to find some really beautiful ironstone pieces at such great prices at this yard sale. And I realized this is a pale pink pitcher. I don't know if you can tell there on the camera, but this is very pale pink. I think this would be so beautiful with some fresh cut flowers as a vase. It's perfect for spring and summer. That very slight pale pink color, I think it's so beautiful. And even though it's really beautiful, I just don't think it would look great with all of my white ironstone pictures that I have going on, because I have kind of a consistent color scheme going on in there. But I do want to give this away to one of my subscribers because I really appreciate you guys here on my channel. So if you're interested in getting this ironstone pitcher, please like the video down below. Also, make sure you're subscribed, and then write me in the comments letting me know why you would want this picture, and I will go ahead and ship it to one of you guys. I'll keep this giveaway open for about a week just to give you guys time to comment on it, but I hope that one of you guys that gets this will get some joy out of it. I would just hate to keep it and not really use it because I just think it's so beautiful. So I want to pass it along and share the love with one of you guys, and I just appreciate you guys watching my videos and checking out my channel. So please let me know if you would like this picture down below. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this thrift haul. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye bye.